Hello Hollyoaks people, and welcome back to, I would say this is the Hollyoaks weekly roundup, but I guess it can be a bit more of a quick fire version. Typically the weekly roundup's a bit more of a longer paced as I go through everything that's happened, very weekly-ish, but it has been a decent chunk of time, so I guess it's time to kind of do a weekly roundup, but just what's been happening lately. And I suppose at first I come with a question. So currently I am writing a video about Hollyoaks, and I'm writing about the characters who have been axed and the characters who I believe will be axed. So far it's about like 8 pages or some shit, and I have written about 10 entries of all the people who are currently leaving, and I'm getting to all the characters who I believe will be leaving. Would we want this in 2 parts? Would we want there to be an option where I make another video where I compare who is supposed to be leaving, who I would keep? The whole idea is Hollyoaks announced that there was going to be about 20 or so characters being axed, so I wanted to roughly hit that limit by suggesting who I believe will be going. So yes, tell me in the comment section, is that video you want to see? And obviously this is a much more scripted approach. I'm gonna like record it, like there'll be some camera stuff, but mostly it'll be narration over footage. So yes, please give me answers on that. Is it something you want to see? And, you know, 1-parter, 2-parter, do it all at once. The main problem with doing a video about it is that, well, the fucking Hollyoaks is rapidly progressing. As we are heading towards autumn, I believe it was August that was said that was when the time jump was going to happen. Now less and less time is going to fucking happen. And it's getting a bit... you know, basically, I took Leo Burton's idea, and I've started it way too late. So now I'm just kind of stressing myself out about trying to get it done. But enough about that. I've waffled on about the video idea. As said before, tell me in the comments. But now, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about some developments with Frankie and JJ. We're going to be talking about some developments with essentially a whodunit that we're going to be getting into with Warren Fox. Now, there is a high chance that I don't get images for this episode, because simply saying Hollyoaks on channel 4, oh god, my skin looks awful. This is not the lighting for me. I should turn the light on. Hold the fuck on. Wow, that looks better. Look at me. Still look red as a gammon. But yeah, Hollyoaks has shot Warren Fox, which is a big deal. I was going to go through the topics, but just look, I've needed to do one of these for a while, so I'm just gonna kind of shit out everything that we've been talking about. So, who shot Warren Fox? And I do believe it will be whodunit, as Warren has honestly spent the last how long? 6 months? A long fucking time. As Warren's just been hurting literally everyone. And he has been constantly putting himself at odds with everybody in the village whilst trying to provide for his family. So it's been a big risk, and he has been really annoying everyone. So why has he gotten shot? Well, it is a whodunit. It is exactly as it is supposed to be. This is ahead of Warren's big exit storyline, which obviously most of the exit storylines have to be coming soon. So ultimately this may play a part after he's got shot twice at point blank range. So whether Warren Fox actually recovers from this or dies will be something entirely. Who will have done it? I mean, to be fair, this could either have been shot in fucking 2024 or 2004. Because you have a person on a motorbike, all in black, and he drives up, revs up, shoots Warren point blank with a gun twice, and Warren like, you know, it was bizarre. but fair enough. So, and he goes down. Obviously, the one person it wasn't was Mercedes. But, I mean, for suspects, I could genuinely suggest Felix. Perhaps. That might be a genuine option to suggest. It kind of looks like Felix's frame. You could easily say, like, the guy looks fairly jacked. I know it's a padded thing. He's wearing like a motorbike outfit. So, I would kind of jokingly suggest Cindy, but I don't know. Can Felix recover from shooting Warren in cold blood? Is it Rex? There's a high chance it could be Rex. He's trying to take over the turf. Is it a hitman? Who the fuck knows? All while Warren gets shot and Mercedes just like, whoa, my God. So yeah, time will tell with that one. And I suppose because I'm fucking dead, it's the end of the week. I'm tired. Leave me alone. It's been a busy week, first week back. And I guess the Frankie and JJ storyline, which I do want to talk about, because now surprise added element is fucking hell, excuse me, sorry. A surprise added element is now that Oscar now knows that JJ hit Frankie over the head, because it's perhaps I'm being presumptuous, but because Oscar is deaf and he does have the implant, but I don't know if you will have heard what the audio says, which I think is why it's Oscar, because anybody else would have seen the clip and been like, oh my God, you fucking said that. But Oscar's now been brought into the fold, but JJ promised that and actually said the words. He promised, I wouldn't touch you again. And obviously it was a kind of groundbreaking moment for Frankie, so she continued to lie, saying that Nancy was the one who pushed her, and pretty much is looking at Oscar like, don't fucking say anything, you will be in trouble. And not in a way that she wants to hurt him, but in a way that if he probes too far, he probably will get hurt, because JJ is a fucking psychopath. One thing that's interesting, I've also seen I've now seen more of the introduction to Jeremy. That being Jeremy Shepherd, or no, Jeremy Blake. Jeremy Shepherd's, it's Jeremy Sheffield who is the actor. Sorry, I just get it all confused. Jeremy Blake. So Jeremy is, unlike Patrick, he's like this fucking peace, love, gardener, hippie type character. But the more question is he has a weird tattoo, which is like two flowers, but one's different, but it also looks like it's a brain. And I guess if I'm reading, it could just be two flowers with like a heart in the middle, but and it could be like uniting the two. Maybe that's how he views himself and Patrick, but everything we can tell, he has been from everything we can tell, him and Patrick didn't get along. But, you know, perhaps there's some fucking revenge story. Martha seems to be a fucking psychopath and wants to murder people, which people are getting a bit worried about, knowing that now perhaps we'll have another breeder on our hands, and that's not what people want. But I could easily see Dave getting murked. I could easily see... I don't know. I don't even fucking know, really. But, yeah, that's progressing. Where to go next? What else even been going on? Scott is unfortunately on the way out, as he's received a job offer to go to Spain with Sinead. She's working at like a resort and they want a full-time drag act, which sounds perfect for Scott. And as much as it's always scary knowing that a lot of these characters will be axed, now that we do know is at least these characters for the most part will be given a genuine exit. And I don't think Cindy will die. I don't think too many characters. obviously some characters will die. But, like, if I had to guess... Well, that would just spoil the video. I'm not doing that. Nah. I feel like Sally might die. I feel like Dave could die. Bo could probably die. But fortunately, like, Ethan's probably staying alive. Cindy's probably staying alive, etc. etc. But yeah. Moving forward, though, what else has happened on Hollyoaks? Oh, I guess I'll commit this to memory because I've not committed it to memory anywhere. Hannah is also leaving, which is a big shame because, you know, admittedly, the initial storyline of her being an escort and being in debt wasn't very Hannah-like, and we spent a lot of the time with Hannah being like the showy, aha, I'm a sexy escort, blah, blah, blah. Whereas recently we've got more of her talking to Cleo, and obviously she has the fucking history of the eating disorder. And we got to see her actually stick up and interact with her family a little bit more. And we've got to see the more genuine side to Hannah. So it is genuinely quite sad that she will be going. But also, I don't know, like, it's a definite shame, but I mean, the will they won't they nature already kind of jeopardized a lot of the time she would have spent. So maybe she saw the first month and went, I don't know about that. And then they gave her a bit nicer material, and then she went, no, I'm still not too certain though. You are kind of cutting everyone, aren't you? So it's one of those things where you can pretty much, you can kind of stomach it, but it's also, I guess it's better to have had it than not have had it at all, because it's a bridge that they haven't crossed in a long time. So yeah. Zane's leaving as well. Zane's off to Scotland. I don't think Mizpah will be. Mizpah will stay with Donnie. I think with, I guess with Freya's... See, the issue is, and this may be a hot take, but if I had to choose who I was going to axe, I would probably genuinely get rid of... I'd probably genuinely get rid of Maxine. I know it's a bit of like, I know it's a bit rogue in a sense, and I don't even think anybody's favorite character is Maxine. So, like, that's my personal take. I don't know if she'll be kept. I think if she's kept, she'll like live with Freya, but fundamentally, she really needs to find her place on the show, because I do feel like she's at risk of like being gotten rid of. So yeah. Obviously the Ethan one's sad. I did a video on it, but I think that's roughly it of all the things I want to talk about. Obviously I know it's really scattered, but ultimately it's the best that we got. I needed to do one for a while, and as far as it keeps going, I've just not really been feeling like doing too much. So yeah, who the fuck knows. Yeah, thanks to everybody for watching this video. As I said before, if you have any thoughts about my video idea, tell me in the comment section. I would love to hear them. I could easily do with a bit of direction. But yes, thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe a bit scattered, but you get what you give. Thank you for watching. Join me in the next one. See you, Hollyoaks people. Bye-bye.